What's up, world? Welcome back to the J-Rated Wisdom TV. Thank you for watching. Make sure you subscribe and hit the like button. Before we get to the video, I want to give a shout out to No Way Jose. Make sure you check out his channel and subscribe. A link to his channel will be in the description. If you guys want to get a shout out on my next video, make sure you subscribe and hit the notification button. Comment on my videos and stay active. Alright, now let's get to the video. Flat Earth Theory, Part 2. If you haven't seen my last Flat Earth Theory video, make sure you do. Link to the video will be in the descriptions. Okay, well, I'm not saying the world is flat, but after my last video, I'm no longer 100% sure Earth is round. So this is why I'm making part 2. Let's go through some other flat Earth theories.
So they're all trying to figure out, is the universe spinning around us, or are we spinning around the universe? They tell you, we don't know shit. We're looking at a bunch of lights in the goddamn sky. You're gonna tell me that that light and that light, that's 250, 100 trillion light years away? How the fuck did you figure that out? And
Well, don't they have an explanation for that shit?
No, exactly. That's what you just said right now. What you just said now is what everyone's natural reaction. Because anytime someone says anything about space, you automatically think, someone figured it out. You don't know the guy's name. You don't know the name of the experiment. You didn't look into it yourself. You just think, when someone tells you, how far is the Earth from the sun? They'll say, 93 million miles away. Like, you just,
right.
Everybody relies on someone figured that out and someone double checked it. You're going on what you read. And right now, cosmology, they don't know what the fuck to do. You know what they found out? The cosmic microwave background shows that all the galaxies are on shelves lined up to us. That we're at the fucking center. They don't know what to think about. Yeah, there's a lot of controversy going on about it.
Well, you should see the stars do all sorts of strange motions, but you don't. You only see them make these perfect circles. That tells me that it's the stars that are moving, not the Earth.
Are we the center of the world? If so, why has NASA been lying to us? What is the big secret? Now check out this video on how flat earthers think that everything revolves around us. If the world isn't flat, how come NASA just doesn't show real proof? Or they? You be the judge.
Houston, if that's not the Earth, we're in trouble. That's the Earth, and we have a very good view of it today. There are a few more cloud bands on than yesterday when we beamed down to you, but it's a beautiful sight.
On the recorder without notice. Here is the diffused work light that they used to see camera controls, but not throw light onto the spacecraft's wall. Here they remove part of the crescent insert. Finally, the iris is opened up and you can see the real location of the camera and the very bright and near Earth out the window. Here is the slate for the 19th of July, and the same shot of trickery on the 19th of July, and then the 20th, and the same misleading shot on the 20th. Later that evening, they were said to be walking on the moon. How can this be when they were in Earth orbit only 9 hours earlier, and the moon is some 3 days' journey away?
This is the first ever photograph taken from space of the Earth, fully illuminated by the sun. Taken in 1972 by the Apollo 17 astronauts as they travelled to the moon, it became the most viewed image in history and was named the Blue Marble. This shape is echoed throughout the universe. Look at every star and every planet and you'll see that the sphere is dominant.
Now if we did really land on the moon in 1969, how come we haven't gone back? Since now we have better technology.
Right now, we only can fly in Earth orbit. That's the farthest that we can go. And this new system that we're building is going to allow us to go beyond and hopefully take humans into the solar system to explore. So the moon, Mars, asteroids, there's a lot of destinations that we could go to, and we're building these building block components in order to allow us to do that eventually.
The kinds of technologies that we're testing out on Space Station are definitely helping us with our goals of going beyond low Earth orbit.
Say what?
Wait, what? If we can't get out of Earth's orbit, how come we did in 1969? Something is fishy about that. I might have to make a video about the moon landing too. But is the Earth orbit a cover-up for the firmament?
We were cut off from the rest of the world by a mysterious dome. Invisible, indestructible, and completely indistinguishable.
Day 93 under the dome. What started as impolite behavior has devolved into a homicidal free-for-all, once seen only in inexpensive NASCAR.
Let's ransack a government building!
On Operation Fishbowl, nuclear detonations rent the sky 5 times.
And if the sun is angled the right way, only when you're outdoors, you will get a rainbow. So that's the first question. Why can you not simulate a rainbow indoors? There's a stipulation. You can create a rainbow indoors, but you need a mirror. You need a mirror to do a science test and create a rainbow inside. So I beg the question, if you need a mirror indoors, what's providing the mirror when you are outdoors? There is a mirror when you are outside to create the rainbow. And that mirror is the dome. It's catching sunlight and it's meeting itself to create all the various colors. It collides in the water droplet, serves as a lens, and the slight variations of angle creates the colors of the rainbow. A rainbow proves that there's a dome above your head.
It may be hard to see tonight, but we are all standing under a glass ceiling right now. We just put the biggest crack in that glass ceiling yet. In this historic, magnificent building, the 50th woman to leave this Earth is orbiting overhead. If we can blast 50 women into space, we will someday launch a woman into the White House. Although we weren't able to shatter that highest, hardest glass ceiling this time, thanks to you, it's got about 18 million cracks in it.
Do you know we actually have sent bombs at the dome? Have you ever heard about Operation Fishbowl? Operation Fishbowl was a series of high-altitude nuclear tests in 1962 that were carried out by the United States as a part of the larger Operation Dominic nuclear test program. Russia, which was Soviet Union at the time, also sent nuclear bombs to space. The Soviet Union's K-Project nuclear test series was a group of 5 nuclear tests conducted in 1961 to 1962. These tests followed the 1961 Soviet nuclear test series and preceded the 1962 Soviet nuclear test series, where they trying to get through the dome. And that's 2 space programs that the flat earthers don't believe into space.
Many ordinary people felt that the flat earth argument had been quashed once and for all by US and Soviet exploration into space in the 1960s. The satellite pictures they produced clearly show the Earth as a spherical object rotating in space, like all the other planets in our solar system. Astronauts who ventured into space also testified to this, and even saw for themselves firsthand the extent of the globe. They orbited it several times. However, believers in a flat Earth argue that the space race was a hoax, and that NASA and other government agencies are hiding the truth.
Do you think we ever been to space? I'll try to talk about more on the space topic on my moon landing video, coming soon. But back to the flat Earth theory. If the world is flat, where is the edge? And how does ocean water stay on Earth?
Flat Earth theory suggests the Earth is a disk with the Arctic Circle in the middle. The Antarctic is a 150 feet tall wall of ice surrounding the rim of the planet, which prevents the ocean from spilling over the edge.
So according to some flat earthers, the world is surrounded by a big ice wall, so-called Antarctica. But has anyone been there and seen this ice wall? We'll check out this clip. People claiming to discovering the ice wall. Do you guys believe that was the famous ice wall? And is Antarctica a continent, or just a big ice wall surrounding us? not only that, some people actually believe there's more undiscovered land on the other side of the wall. Check this out.
Good evening, this is Frank Knight. May I introduce our co-editors for this edition of the Longines Chronoscope? Larry Lasser, CBS News correspondent, and Kenneth Crawford, National Affairs Editor of Newsweek magazine. Our very distinguished guest for this evening is Admiral Richard E. Byrd.
Well, Byrd, you've been to both the North Pole and the South Pole. Is there any unexplored land left on this Earth that might appeal to adventurous young Americans?
Yes, there is. And not up around the North Pole, because it's getting crowded up there now, because they find out it's really usable, not only to live in, but militarily. But strangely enough, there's left in the world today an area as big as the United States that's never been seen by a human being. And that's beyond the pole on the other side of the South Pole from Middle America. And I think it's quite astonishing that there should be an area as big as that unexplored.
This is a tremendous
So
challenge.
there's a lot of adventure left down at the bottom of the world.
That was Rear Admiral Richard Evelyn Byrd Jr. saying that there is more undiscovered land beyond Antarctica. There is even a 1,000-year-old map, it is claimed, was hidden and locked away in a Japanese Buddhist temple. Due to the very nature of the huge secret this map depicts, it is also the reason why it was kept hidden for over 1,000 years, or at least was created potentially 1,000 years ago, although dates are very sketchy considering time is a construct. Check out this video.
That our dome is surrounded by dozens of islands.
Reputed to be drawn by Chinese priests, the manuscript was hidden away from authorities for centuries. However, a letter found claims that the map was actually drawn by Buddhist priests much earlier in time.
The article goes on to read, "The map was found by my brother in a Japanese temple in the mountains of Japan," said Dr. Kobayashi. "It has been hidden from the Japanese government in modern times, just as it was in ancient times. For in olden days, such a map would have been destroyed by the authorities."
This begs the question, why would the authorities be so concerned about a map that they would destroy it?
Crazy, huh? Well, that is it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Make sure you subscribe and hit the like button, hit the notification button so you'll be able to see when my next video has been uploaded. Also follow me on Instagram and like my Facebook page. Links will be in the description. Thank you for watching. Peace out, world. See you next time.